Tonight, safety concerns in high school sports. A sports study ranks which states have the best policies for keeping student athletes safe, and Florida does not score well. I-Team investigator Jared Holbrook looks into why.
Yeah, you would hope if your child's playing football, we have the best policies in place to protect our kids.
Parents are surprised how low Florida ranks in a sports safety study by the Korey Stringer Institute at the University of Connecticut. Researchers looked at how states measure up in terms of having safety policies and mandates in high school sports.
We've been tracking policies for 4 years.
Florida ranks 23rd in the country, far behind top leaders like North Carolina, Kentucky, and Massachusetts.
Our main focus is to try to prevent sudden death in sport.
The study breaks down 5 categories: Go. Exertional heat stroke, head injuries, cardiac arrest, health care coverage, and emergency preparedness. While Florida scores well in the cardiac arrest category, the state scores very low in having policies and standards related to heat stroke. Florida got penalized for lacking policies on heat exhaustion or proper work-rest ratios.
Easily as possible.
The state also takes a hit for not mandating cold water immersion tubs on site at practices to treat heat exhaustion.
We're talking about a $150 tub and ice and water, and every high school in America has ice and water, so we're talking about purchasing a tub.
Florida also gets sacked on emergency preparedness. Currently, the state doesn't mandate every school to have an emergency action plan in sports. Plans like who will call 911 or who will get the gate for paramedics to get on the field.
I think that we could do a lot better.
I think they need to look at those schools that aren't doing so well.
High school sports-related deaths can happen in an instant. In 2013, Milo Meeks from Brandon High School died after collapsing during basketball practice. Earlier this year in Fort Myers, 16-year-old Zach Polzenberg died after suffering a heat stroke during football practice.
I think we have to be concerned.
Dr. Eric Corsis at USF studies heat illness in sports medicine.
This is an ingestible heat thermistor.
His research team had USF football players swallow electronic pills so they can monitor core body temperatures with this digital device.
I think the biggest thing was how hot athletes can get when they're exerting themselves in the heat and have absolutely no symptoms.
Dr. Corsis says to get Florida ranked higher in the safety policy study, the answer is simple: get certified athletic trainers in every school that has sports.
I think it's critical. You know, they're really the ones who are going to coordinate all of that effort and try to maximize the safety of our athletes.
Dr. Corsis and his team ran a state-funded program that helped schools in Hillsborough get athletic trainers, but tells us this year their funding was cut by state legislators and the program shut down.
And my message to parents would be, again, really push your local, regional authorities to make the moves necessary funding-wise to get athletic trainers in all the schools.
The good news, Florida's High School Athletic Association met with folks from the Korey Stringer Institute and are working on improving policies. For example, this year, they're hoping to make it mandatory for all schools to have defibrillators nearby. They're also making it mandatory for every school to draft an emergency action plan for athletic events. But one thing not on the table: athletic trainers in all schools. FHSAA says that will cost $80 million to implement. So what do you think? Sound off on my Facebook page, where I'll post the state rankings. We'll also post them on our website. I'm investigator Jared Holbrook, taking action for you.